Well, yes, yes, yes. Happy Veterans Day, all that jazz. So, guess what? I'm going to be doing, well, I've kind of been doing it sort of again every Friday night. Every single Friday night. Like, for the next, like, I don't know how long. I'm back to doing live streams, like, on Aya's channel. She's been a little busy, though, so she will not be here this evening, but I need to brush out my hair because I was sweeping off the patio. Oh, yes, I had an adventure and a half. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and put that cling film on the patio. And I was finally getting around to scrubbing the lemons that some kids had thrown on the window a while back because I hadn't gone out there and scrubbed the lemons off the window, which, I don't know. It's one of the fun things about living in an apartment complex is that sometimes, like, there were still remnants, even though it rained, back when they threw lemons on the window. But, oh, yeah. So I was scrubbing that off because I thought I'm gonna put up this like faux, like stained glass window film. And Alonzi, it just did not look good. It did not look good. And I realized you'd have to have a big piece, and it was awkward. And I'm not really a window film hanging specialist. And then I started watching some videos on YouTube, thinking, should I like paint on my window? Like, should I create a beautiful painting on my window? The reason being is I sometimes want to have the blinds open without people being looky loo in. Okay, when they're walking by and all that. I was just thinking it'd be nice to sometimes have my blinds open. You know, I don't know, because I used to, but then we started realizing like people would be looking in, and it just kind of began to feel like a show. So, like, I was thinking, should I paint a pretty design on my window? That was kind of another thought I was having, and I was starting to research like paint. Should I? And I'm like, I don't know about that. Like, I'll have to think about it. I might just keep my blinds closed for now because, yeah, I just don't really like people peeking in the window. But I like to have sunlight. But I used to have the blinds completely open. I don't even care. Like, I know a lot of people in the summer are like, oh, but you need to have the blinds closed so you can run the air conditioner. But to me, it's just so depressing. Like, I don't really like not having sunlight coming in. I'm been all about like loving windows, sunlight. I just kind of just don't want people peeking in. So I was looking at different techniques for painting the window. So maybe I will create a painting on the window. I'm not sure yet, but I kind of hesitate to do that. I don't know. 'Cause I didn't exactly love like the tutorials where people were talking about how to do that. I don't know. The final result, it wasn't. I wasn't enamored with it, but I think I remember something I saw before where you can buy like paint, like window paint, like and create little paintings similar to like what they do when they paint Christmas designs on a window, like at car dealerships. I was thinking maybe I need to do something like that. Maybe we'll see. I don't know if I'm gonna get around to it. Actually, I am because sometimes when I make a plan, it's in my mind, and I always am like even though I ended up hating the way the window film looked, that was a plan I had for a while. Like I always get these ideas in my head, and I have to see them come to fruition. Like I always get ideas, like and like it just has to like with different art projects I've created and whatnot. Even watched a little bit of Magnificent Century today, and I cleaned my patio, and I want to do more organizing. But we'll see. I'll get there. I'll get there. I'll get there. I shall get there somehow. But I'm just so excited to be back to the live streaming schedule. I'm kind of, for a while, I was kind of like needing a break, but I don't know. Like, I am going to make edited content for the hair channel soon. Some people are like, oh, shorts are too short. But that's the point. I like to post a fun video, okay? So sometimes I do make a short or two. It's kind of fun for me. Creativity. I feel like it's an outlet, like it's a creative outlet, like of self-expression, and that, to me, that's how I feel about video creation. I'm wearing this sweater again too because it finally got cold here in Southern California. I love summer. I'm a summer person. I'm gonna be honest. So many people they hate the heat. The heat is just not for them. But I love the heat. I love hot weather. I just do. Always gonna be a summer type person, I think. Just always love warm weather. It's my favorite time of year. I just love it when it's hot outside. I'm not the biggest fan of cold weather. I'm just not. Like I try to be like, oh, okay, like you can drink hot chocolate or coffee or tea and warm up. But yeah, I like the summer. I just always love warm weather, tropical heat wave type thing. It kind of is my favorite, you know? I don't like cold weather. I'm gonna be honest. So many people love the cold weather, but I'm that minority of people in Southern California who love the heat, who can walk in the heat. We don't even love air conditioning that much. Like honestly, like I sometimes have to escape air conditioned buildings and go on what I call warm up walks. Like just to feel like I'm not an ice cube. That's kind of my feeling about. But in the winter, I try not to run my heater, even though it's been really cold. Like it was, you're gonna laugh, like 39 degrees Fahrenheit. That's kind of cold for somebody who, up until like a couple of weeks ago, had been like in the 90s and 80s. So, like, I'd come home, and if I didn't run the air conditioner, I'd always be warm in my apartment, which I really loved at night. And if it got really hot, I could turn it on just to cool it down a bit, but then I'd shut it right off again. I love heat. Another thing I kind of realized too is you don't need to go to like a steam room, or you don't need to buy a steamer like if your house is warm. Or you could just take a shower and be in your bathroom and you get steam. You know, the way people have always done steam or tea kettle. But yeah, I just try to drink more warm beverages when it's wintertime. I don't want to run the heater because I'm trying to save money. I hate running the air conditioner in the summer, like if it gets too hot, because it just is so expensive. I'm like, ugh, I hate paying for it. Okay, so we'll be live streaming on Aya's channel 6:45 Pacific time, 8:45 Central time. And I do not know anything about chimpanzees, but if you're a fan of chimpanzees, she has a chimpanzee and she's a linguist, so we'll watch some videos and like I think Bo's interesting. I'm just not like a chimpanzee expert or fan, but I love like doing live streams and just I feel like I kind of learn things and stuff. So it's interesting. You know, it's always interesting for me, like to see what new things I'll learn and whatnot. Time is it right now? I'm just trying to get my hair all brushed out. My hair got more weight. Like, well, now I'm kind of brushing out the wind. But last night, that was another thing that's interesting about like the cold weather that I'd kind of forgotten. When I fell asleep, I woke up and my hair was like wavier. Like, this is interesting. Something about the cold weather kind of this moisture kind of just made my hair get pretty wavy in the night. Very interesting. It's very fascinating. always feel better when I brush my hair. I'm sorry, but that's the one thing I should have done early in the morning. This morning was like brush out my hair. It feels like that is the first thing that I need to do in the morning. Just like I need to brush my hair. Like I had been so busy and I kind of put it in ponytail, but no. Like I know a lot of people have certain things that they just have to do to feel like they're ready for the day. I feel like if like when my hair was longer and if I kept it in a braid, I felt good. But because I have worn my hair more loose, with it being shorter at this time, even though this is long by many people's standards, but it's shorter than it had been in the more recent past. So, like, for me, I feel like I was just so tired last night when I got back. I was like, ugh, it's like 11:30 at night. I didn't have time to braid my hair. Like, I mean, I haven't really been braiding my hair yet, but when it gets longer, I will like to start keeping it in a braid again. I think so. I do. Anyhow, I have to say, Amen to wealth. Happy Veterans Day. Have a wonderful day. The end of the story. You want to see the live stream tonight on Ayana Katz's channel at 6:45 Pacific Time, 8:45 Central Time. The end. Have a nice evening. Bye.